From sports prodigy to TV personal trainer to happy mom of three, Anna Kournikova has transformed right before our eyes. Here's how the retired tennis star went from the cold streets of Moscow to the sunny beaches of Miami. Anna Kournikova was born in Moscow in 1981. So what was it like for Anna to grow up in Russia while it was still the Soviet Union? According to the tennis star, it was a bit boring, and she found her way to sports largely because there weren't that many other options. It helped that she had parents who were also athletes. Her father, Sergei, was a Greco-Roman wrestler, and her mother, Alla, was a runner. But for Anna Kournikova, her destiny on the tennis court wasn't a conscious decision based on interests, as much as it was an activity that was ingrained in her life from a young age. Her parents gave her a tennis racket for Christmas in 1986. She told Jimmy Fallon,
"Yeah, I didn't really choose it because I started playing tennis when I was 5. I think my parents kind of tried to get rid of me because I was so hyper."
While it wasn't her parents' intention to turn her into a professional when they gave her the racket, young Kournikova immediately showed serious skills and promptly started attending a tennis academy at age 7. Kournikova spent several years at the academy until she began to set her sights on America. Anna Kournikova's tennis skills continued to grow, and at 8 years old, she began competing in tournaments. Her commitment to tennis was so intense at a young age that it led her parents to uproot their life and move to Bradenton, Florida. Florida was a very different world than the cold, snowy one Kournikova was used to. In Bradenton, the future tennis star was coached by famous tennis coach Nick Bollettieri. Bollettieri's first thought when he first met the 10-year-old was holy mackerel, he told CNN.
And she was brilliant at the net. She was a genius.
He became her closest mentor for many years. When he wasn't around, her mother stepped in as her coach. According to Bollettieri, her mother was strict, and she was rarely allowed to befriend peers. All of the hard work Anna Kournikova put into tennis as a child began to pay off as a teenager. When she was 14, she won a match at the Fed Cup, becoming the youngest player to do so. That same year, she won the Junior Orange Bowl, and at 15, she won the WTA Tour's Most Impressive Newcomer Award. During her first Wimbledon, at 16 years old, Kournikova made it to the semifinals before being defeated by another 16-year-old, Martina Hingis. The following year, Kournikova came as close as she ever would to winning a tournament when she played a championship match against Venus Williams at the Lipton final. She was playing well in the first set, but then Williams quickly took the lead and won. Unfortunately, 1997 and 1998 would be the best Anna Kournikova would ever be in singles, never quite living up to her prophesied potential. In the early 2000s, Anna Kournikova's fame extended beyond the sports world and into full-blown celebritydom. We're talking as famous as Britney Spears, and definitely just as Googled. In 2001, she became one of the most Googled women in the world alongside Spears, Madonna, and Jennifer Lopez. What's more, she was the most searched athlete. At the height of her career, Kournikova graced the cover of magazines and was listed as one of People's 50 Most Beautiful People, was included in FHM's Sexiest Women list several times, and was crowned the hottest female athlete by ESPN. But unsurprisingly, all the focus on her looks frequently drifted into sexist waters. In fact, some of the headlines were beyond cringeworthy. Kournikova had mixed feelings about the media's portrayal of her. She admitted to the Mirror in a 2000 interview, "It's nice to have some of the attention I have, but I want to be known first and foremost as a great tennis player." Considering her popularity, it's no surprise that Anna Kournikova was showered in endorsement deals. She pretty much set the standard for women in tennis to be paid the big bucks off the court. By 2002, she was reportedly making $10 million in endorsements, according to CNN. That same year, she didn't make it past the first round of Wimbledon. But the fact that she wasn't winning left and right had little effect on her status as a successful spokesmodel. Many critics have argued that her advertising priorities affected her game. Kournikova, on the other hand, feels like she was just doing what felt right at the time. She said in Sports Illustrated, "It's hard. We did the best we could, but there was no blueprint. I took the money. It's simple. If you don't want the attention, don't take the money." Anna Kournikova met her longtime partner, Enrique Iglesias, on the set of his music video in 2001. She played the pop singer's love interest in the visual accompaniment for his song Escape. As it turns out, there wasn't much acting involved. Iglesias said in MTV's making of the video,
"She's beautiful, talented, great tennis player. It doesn't take a good actor to try to kiss Hannah and make it believable."
They hit it off, and over 2 decades and 3 kids later, they're still going strong. As for marriage, as far as we know, they have yet to walk down the aisle. In a 2008 interview, Kournikova told people, quote, "I'm never getting married." And it seemed like Iglesias shared a similar view on the idea of matrimony. Iglesias told Parade in 2012, "I've never really thought marriage would make a difference. Maybe it's because I come from divorced parents, but I don't think you love someone more because of a piece of paper." Kournikova, however, calls herself Anna Kournikova Iglesias in her Instagram bio, so it's possible they finally made it official at some point. Again, the pair is so good at keeping their private lives private that it's hard to say for sure. While most people have barely begun to figure out their career at 21, Anna Kournikova was reaching the end of hers. Though rumors were swirling at the time that she was giving up tennis to pursue acting, the truth was that the intense training she had gone through during her entire childhood and adolescence was starting to take its toll on her body. She told people, "My back really forced me to stop. It got so bad. I couldn't tie my shoes, literally. I would be in excruciating pain. I had been doing 6 to 8 hours of training every day since I was 5 years old." Despite others hyper-focus on the fact that she never won a singles title, she doesn't measure her success by that same standard and is happy with the trajectory of her career, though it ended sooner than she had originally hoped. Kournikova said in an interview with People, "I know that I did my best. I am very proud of what I have achieved." After retiring from professional tennis, Anna Kournikova was feeling a bit lost. She told People, "It was very interesting to me to stop playing and to figure out who am I without tennis. It was very difficult and scary as hell." Eventually, she found a sense of powerful purpose participating in charity work. Kournikova started working with the Boys and Girls Club in 2004, traveling around America with the intent of educating kids about the importance of staying active. She believes encouraging athletic activities in schools and youth programs is one of the best messages to spread. Kournikova told Jimmy Fallon, "Sports can teach kids so many things like leadership and teamwork and achieving goals."
I just think it's really important.
As she wrote in a piece for Oprah.com, Kournikova has made mission trips with Population Services International. The tennis star made one trip to Haiti to help provide basic health services and another trip to her homeland of Russia to help educate youth about the risks of HIV. For years, she has also worked with the United Service Organizations, a nonprofit that provides services to members of the American military, as well as the individuals and families that live on bases abroad. Similar to her work with the Boys and Girls Club, Kournikova traveled to various bases to help educate children on the importance of physical activity. She wrote on the USO's official website, "It wasn't until my involvement with the USO that I truly understood the meanings of sacrifice, teamwork, and dedication." Anna Kournikova's charity work with the United Services Organizations eventually led her to officially become an American citizen. Having spent most of her life in the States, she already felt like she was an American long before the government recognized her as one. She told Maxim, "I've always considered myself half Russian and half American. It never seemed to really matter if I had a passport or not. But when I started working with the United Services Organizations and the troops overseas, it just seemed the logical next step." During her time working with the USO, she feels she witnessed all the positive attributes of America. Kournikova was consistently impressed with the families she met on America's military bases abroad and was moved by the sacrifices they were making on a daily basis for their country. In a piece for the USO's official website, Kournikova wrote, "I can truly say I am proud to be an American." While it was always going to be difficult for Anna Kournikova to totally separate her name from tennis, she did try for a while. After retiring, she experimented with several different potential callings. She told People in a 2011 interview, "I did everything from therapy to 10-hour walks on the beach to discover and think and try new things." As previously noted, she settled on youth-focused volunteer work for a while. Eventually, she also began working towards a new career. In 2011, she landed a gig as a trainer on the NBC reality competition series The Biggest Loser.
Being a professional athlete my whole life, I've learned everything there's to know about commitment, strength, discipline, and sacrifice.
But it wasn't just a television gimmick. Kournikova had actually been studying professional training and received a fitness certification from the International Sports Sciences Association, according to People. She told the outlet, "I am not doing this just to be on TV at all. I am able to help and influence people's health and well-being. That is an amazing feeling." Despite her enthusiasm for her new career, she left the series after only one season. In recent years, Anna Kournikova has led a relatively quiet and private life with her longtime partner, Enrique Iglesias. While she doesn't post very often on Instagram, her feed displays photos of her 3 children, dogs, and their sun-filled life in Miami, Florida. Kournikova and Iglesias welcomed their first children, a set of twins, in 2017, 1 boy and 1 girl named Nicholas and Lucy. They managed to keep the pregnancy completely secret until after the birth. The couple was much more open about the pregnancy and birth of their 3rd child, born in 2020. Kournikova even shared a photo with her newborn from the delivery room on her Instagram. Iglesias told People that their new daughter's name was Mary, or Masha in Russian, and that their other 2 children were happy with the newborn. Iglesias told the outlet, "They actually love it. There's a 2-year difference, so I was a little scared, and I have 2 dogs, so my house is chaotic." Iglesias also reportedly told the Russian press that their household was trilingual and that they were raising their kids to understand Russian and Spanish in addition to English. Kournikova posted a video on her Instagram of her and her daughter having a chat in Russian. All in all, the former tennis star has distanced herself from her celebrity past and seems content with a low-key life in Miami with her family.